Hi there, I'm Zania from A Constellation of Words, and I'm so happy to see you here again, back for another prediction. This time we're looking at Mercury retrograde because for most of April, Mercury, the trickster planet, also the planet that governs communication and transport and commerce and words, the way in which we talk, the way in which we walk, right? This planet, this trickster planet, is going to be in retrograde for most of the month of April, and not anywhere but in the fiery sign of Aries. So a lot of explosive energies there. We're going to be analyzing exactly how this affects your particular sun, moon, or rising sign, and we'll also ask the tarot cards for some guidance, for some possible remedies, because there's always a little bit of good, a little bit of positive, right, in any situation. At least this is my mindset. So even though Mercury will be in retrograde from the 2nd to the 25th of April, actually the shadow period already starts in March. It starts on the 19th of March and it goes all the way to the 13th of May. So for almost 2 months, we'll be feeling as a collective the influence of Mercury retrograding in Aries. It's gonna be interesting, I'm not gonna lie to you. My goal is not to scare anyone. Actually, on the contrary, as you've already seen in my previous videos, if you're already a faithful watcher of my channel, you already know that I'm one of the most optimistic astrologers and tarot readers on this platform, and how could I be any way different? Because I have a moon in Sagittarius, I have a stellium in Sagittarius. Of course, I'm always gonna try to look for the bright side of things. I'm always gonna see the glass as being half full, and I hope to be able to impart this energy with you as well, especially during these very turbulent times that the world is going through right now as a collective, right? I'm always gonna be honest with you, very straightforward. I'm gonna weigh the good and the bad, but we always try to leave things off on a positive note here, okay? So if you're ready, let's begin. Let's start first with Aries, sun, moon, and rising people. This retrograde is happening in your sign, in your first house, so you will be feeling the effects of this Mercury retrograde on a very deep personal level. Okay, I'm gonna be looking at the chart here so I can give you my interpretations, and then we're gonna switch to the tarot cards as well. So the risks of this Mercury retrograde for all my lovely Aries people is that for the next 2 months you will be giving off the wrong impression. You will be misunderstood. You might even come off as rude, uncouth, uneducated, rough, aggressive, childish, immature, right? Explosive. These are gonna be kind of the words that the people that interact with you are gonna use to describe you for the next 2 months. Also be careful of being more wishy-washy in the next 2 months, right? Not keeping your promises, going back on your word. These aren't things that are gonna help you in any way, shape, or form for the upcoming period. You might have some health issues, maybe some problems that you had in the past, that you dealt with in the past, they resurface during the next 2 months. Things like migraines, headaches, head cold, a fever, something like that, so be careful about that. Also, if you need to do some investigations, be careful because the lab results might come back inconclusive, or a really big mix-up can happen in the hospital and you might receive another person's lab results. So be very careful, check all the data, all the information, make sure that everything is okay. And just a last warning for Aries: do not, under any circumstances, change your appearance in the next 2 months. Don't change your hairstyle, don't change your hair color, don't go through any cosmetic procedures, don't change completely, drastically the way you look, the way you dress, the way you act, because come May, you are going to regret it. Now, the opportunities that Mercury retrograde brings for you, of course, if you work with the energies and not against the energies, if you understand the cycles of Mercury retrograde, you might have a second, even a third chance at a first impression. So, how does it work? If between the 19th of March and the 2nd of April, you've made a really bad first impression, you met someone new and you completely flopped, you're gonna have 2 more opportunities to make a better first impression. The first opportunity will come during the retrograde period of Mercury, so between April 2nd and 25th. And the third opportunity will come later on, when Mercury stops being retrograde and goes again over the same interval that it already passed through twice already. So between the 25th of April and the 13th of May. So you have these opportunities. Keep them in mind. Also, if you go back to the doctor to redo some test results, maybe even older test results from last year or a couple years ago, right? Now's the time to start investigating again. Go back to the doctor. Really don't give up on yourself. Go 2-3 times back to the doctor's office. Doesn't really matter. It's very important for you to keep digging, to keep searching, to keep advocating for your own well-being and for your own health. Okay, so this is very important, Aries. Don't give up on yourselves, because the world is ready to give up, but you shouldn't be ready to give up. Okay, now before we move on to the tarot cards to see what other remedies you can apply during this Mercury retrograde, I would like to ask you to hit the like button, share this video with other people, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to leave me just a tiny comment in the comment section, because I so love to read all your messages. Now let's see for Aries Sun. First of all, for Aries Sun people, a remedy for this Mercury retrograde. Citrine really helps you out. Use citrine, carry it with you all throughout the next 2 months. It's a grounding mineral. It's a very beneficial crystal. It might even help you financially, so carry it with you. Now let's see for Aries Moon people, a remedy for Aries Moon. Carnelian is your mineral or your crystal that you should be carrying around. This is a very good crystal for your lower chakras, right? So it might also help you that way, especially if your medical issues have been like in the lower part of your body. This can really help you. It can help you ground. It's just a really good fiery mineral overall that will work well with you, Aries Moon. Now let's see for Aries Rising. For Aries Rising people, a remedy. Morganite is the crystal for you. Also, making sure that you stay curious, making sure that you stay grounded, making sure that you don't say no to yourself too often through the next 2 months. Allow yourself to go down any rabbit hole that you want to go down, right? This is very important for you energetically, and it will help you over the next 2 months. I hope you've enjoyed this very brief reading, this very brief analysis for Mercury retrograde. I highly suggest to check out the spring 2024 predictions for Aries. It's already up on my channel, and I hope to see you here really soon. I hope to see you back on my channel, because I have a lot of material prepared for you. Bye bye.